Well, I forgot to record the game audio, so I guess I'll just narrate what happened. After talking with Zevlor and telling him that I will, tactically eliminate the goblins, I went on my way and found some people who work for the Absolute. They're really no matches. They didn't even do a single point of damage. I then rejected the worm, looted them, and then I went ahead and made probably the biggest mistake ever. I entered the owlbear cave. I really should have listened to the owlbear mom and just left, but I had the amazing idea of trying to fight them. Little did I know there would be another second owlbear I had to fight, and for some reason, instead of running away, I still tried to fight them both. It's safe to say it did not turn out very well. Yeah, that's right. I lost the run in the very beginning of Act 1. I gotta admit, I was pretty unprepared. Still a few mistakes I made along the run too, so let's see what we can improve. For starters, let's look at the party. Biggest issue I was having is just simply getting one shot, like, come on. So my first thought was, as long as I have one healer, I'll be fine as long as they're focusing on healing. But now I know that Shadowheart as a second healer is just going to be irreplaceable because the whole team just falls apart whenever I get downed. Next, just some rules for the rest of the party. The third party slot is gonna need to be a frontline tank, so either Lae'zel or Karlach, they'll be interchangeable there. Now, as for the last slot, at first I thought that Astarion was irreplaceable, but it's not like I need him to be lockpicking 24/7, so I can just switch him out for Gale or Will, depending on what fits better. Now, as nice as it would be to be a human with the extra proficiencies, I don't think it's going to be good enough at keeping me alive. So instead, this time after looking through all the races, I decided to go with a half-orc for one reason and one reason only: relentless endurance. Long story short, if I get down, I heal 1 HP instead, which will be very useful to not just get one shot again. Now, of course, I am sticking with a bard for the same reasons of needing high charisma and lots of healing. So, with that out of the way, I made my new character, and, well, trying to make him as beautiful as he can be, and then booted up another run. Of course he crits. Of course he crits. Of course course. It's, of course. Really?
Soldier, I need your help.
Nice. Nice. 5% my face. That sucks. Nice save. Nice. That's fine. Yeah.
Fuck them. Fuck Thariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And
Hey,
if any of
crash
Mummy's
out.
little
Come on, let's
friends
see it.
want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
Let's see this crash out.
That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger.
I love that, man. That's such a car like you.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
How do you look?
Honey, I could go all night. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for
Wouldn't the
tragedy.
fourth wall break?
Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
Just nothing in everything.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Nah, it'll be fine. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens.
What coin?
Fuck yes. Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Oh, poor Will.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank.
We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms. Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget,
Our pact still stands.
ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
How wrong.
God's damn her straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. There could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, hmm? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. The way you got that boy out of a harpy's clutches. In short, I've grown to trust you.
Where's this going?
I was being quite sincere, I assure you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
It's contagious.
No, nothing like that. Though if I fail to treat it, then the consequences would not be contained to me alone. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession.
Wait, hands off.
You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
Entering the party.
Lead on.
Hope you're keeping well, friend. Master. Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Oh, Helen. Rightfully so.